Information is everywhere, but science also tells us that information evaporation is also everywhere, depending on how it's delivered. One study found that only 10 to 20% of written or spoken information is retained by the audience. But same information delivered with visuals, that retention jumps up to nearly 65%. As we experience this pandemic and attend countless meetings, webinars, and conferences all online, have you asked yourself, where does all that information go? The whole point of presenting your knowledge to others is for that insight to be retained, shared, and utilized. And art, or more specifically the visual language, is the way to break through that noise and be the true signal your knowledge was meant to be. Visual artifacts have been the saviors of critical insight throughout history. Museums inform us about the world at the time when each piece was created. Visual language amplifies information beyond the initial experience and serves to preserve the insight over time. And as an information illustrator, that's exactly what I do. Hello, I'm Ayumi, and I turn your knowledge into art on the spot. Before I became an information illustrator, I spent years honing the craft of listening and distilling key takeaways into articles as a business journalist. And in the last 3 years, I've been able to incorporate the visual language with journalistic integrity in amplifying the insights of a variety of stakeholders, from small business to public companies, social enterprises, facilitated workshops to conference sessions. My work has been mostly created on the spot of the actual event in person. But as the pandemic took hold, I began to reimagine how the work of capturing information can be done anywhere. So I traded in those markers and whiteboard for a tablet and a stylus in order to continue my purpose of combating information evaporation. Beyond the immediate wow factor of a visual coming to life in real time, satisfied customers have found additional value from the work, including a tangible takeaway that can be shared with the whole team and on social media or even as printed materials. A way to include more people into the conversation by opening the information to those who did not see the presentation the first time. And a visual document that helps people remember and reflect the key points at a later time. And beyond the work done in real time, visual language is effective in other purposes too, like a pitch deck, news articles, and product packaging. Utilizing information illustration will be both visually pleasing and informative all at the same time. One more thing. We know that true inclusion is when all voices are valued, regardless of where it comes from. A side effect of online meetings is increased attendance by a more geographically distributed audience, often including individuals for whom English is a second language. I can totally relate to this as an immigrant who came to this country as a 10-year-old. Adding visual cues to help everyone have a better understanding of the information is one small way to make your meeting more inclusive. My ask today is simple. I am asking to partner with more organizations who are looking to be truly engaged with their audience in shaping a better culture for their workplaces and beyond. If you're a facilitator, an educator, a startup founder, or a business leader, let's continue the conversation. Your wisdom is too important to evaporate with the rest of the noise. Let me help you create a compelling picture and amplify your knowledge with the rest of the world.